Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Monday, new week. How was your weekend? Was it good? I had a good weekend. It's a bit of a boozy one this weekend. Oh, I didn't drink that much, but I went out just a short time on Saturday night and had a bit of a beach party yesterday as well, which involved some beers too. That was nice. I had a very social weekend. How about you? Was yours good? Well, this morning I'm going to be giving a live twin flame read, so stick around for that. I'll also be giving mini reads if anyone books in for one. I don't think we've got anyone booked in. I don't know. With me going to the dentist last Thursday and so not doing Friday's show, it's kind of nice to have a break from work. It wasn't a complete break from work. I did have private readings coming in, which was great, but yeah. Hey Maria. It's kind of nice, you know, to have a few days off and not think about it, not think about much at all. No, we don't have any mini reads booked in, so if you want to book in for one of those mini reads, then book yourself in. There's a link there in the live chat. As we go along, we can do that. Okay, let's have a look. How was your weekend, Maria? Was it good? Mine was good. I've got a funny voice this morning, though. Morning voice. It's not woken up. I've recorded a video already. It's just not waking up, my voice. Hopefully it will during this show. Let's find out what's going on with twin flames. There's some burdens being put down here. Weight on the shoulder kind of thing. Perhaps taking things a little bit too seriously. There could be a lightening up of the energy with this card coming out. You did? That's good, Maria. Ten of Wands, yeah, putting those burdens down. There's just a heaviness in this, you know, where it's like you just decide that, oh, it's not so serious, it's not so heavy, it's not so, not that it's not important, but that burdensome kind of feeling that you get sometimes when we make things out to be like heavier and more serious than it is. Six of Wands, and that could lead to this, Six of Wands is the victory card, but it's the being seen to be victorious. It's like a public recognition kind of being victorious, not just an inner win, but something that can actually be seen by others. So a lightening up of the energy from ourselves, not the universe lightening up, but us lightening up by the way that we are viewing it all, could lead to yeah, something very positive coming from it. Some kind of a victory. Tell us more. Got the Two of Wands. Good morning, just me and the moon. Two of Wands. Action. The card of action. The card of decisions to take an action, to get going on something. So there's a bit of an energy in this where it's saying, excuse me, someone might be taking action or deciding to take action now because they're not making such a big hairy deal about it anymore. That's what the ten of Wands in this instance is. That it's a big hairy deal, and I'm not making it a big hairy deal anymore. When we take the pressure off ourselves to be perfect, or you know, to make it mean so much. Lighten up about it. That could be when it's easier to take action on it. So we could be talking about someone else here, we could be talking about ourselves, or both. Six of Swords, action, movement taken. Six of Swords is when the movement actually happens. Ooh. Anyone have any forward movement? I had a little, just a little. The Fool and new beginnings. So there could be a decision being made for a new beginning here. It's taken a lot more lightly. Yeah, because when we make a big hairy deal about everything, we make it mean so much. It's like, oh my God, this is my twin flame. It means so much that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and it's very difficult to act like a sane, rational human being when we put all of that pressure on ourselves. And just relieving that pressure feels like it just makes everything so much lighter. And then the action can be taken. You haven't, Maria. Got some new clothes again. My favourite shop, my favourite clothes shop, they always have something great. They were having a 60% off sale. You weren't allowed to try anything on, although I did just like put something on top of what I was wearing. But I got this t-shirt. I got another t-shirt that's bright red, that's exactly the same as this, just a little bit tighter. And I got this thing, I'll show you. It's super cute. I wore it on Saturday night. An all-in-one outfit. It doesn't look like much off, but it looks so super cute on. Anyway, absolutely love it, and it was cheap as chips as well. Well, not that it's cheap, that shop, it's not cheap, but they've got really nice stuff. I really love it. Every time I go, I buy something from there. So I was really happy to come home in that. All of their outfits though, they're like all-in-ones, the ones that I like from that shop. Difficult to pee when you're out. And you've got to take the whole thing off to go to the toilet, you know. Price we pay for fashion. So, a new start happening that's a lot lighter than before. King of Cups, someone's got feelings. Someone else. King of Cups. Let's get one more out. And Justice. The card of karma, what you've been waiting for, what you deserve. Like attracts like. The balance of that, the balance of energies. Very nice. I just want to read the Justice card out from that deck. The Tower of Mystical Moments. Don't know why I'm reading it out, but I am. Let's see what jewels it's got for us. Justice. The woman in this card represents justice and law. She sits on top of a tall building wearing a long, flowing golden robe, symbolizing her authority. From her position, she has a good overlook and can judge without distractions. Her hair consists of clouds and connects her with the sky, a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. In her right hand, she holds a sword which stands for power and authority. In the left hand, she holds a golden scale, which represents the balance of fairness and justice she can achieve. She's a reminder that actions all have consequences. Impartiality, consequences, standards, fairness, responsibilities. So, we're talking about like a good match here coming in with that balanced. It's very much feeling like the reciprocation kind of an energy, but with a kind of a, this is what you deserve, like this is what you've been perhaps working toward to understand and to choose what you deserve. That kind of a balance, you know, because of that head in the clouds kind of thing, that being that wisdom. It's like you've had to get yourself to this point where you will actually even choose what is right for you and what is reciprocal, and not just choose it, but then allow it in, you know, allowing ourselves to receive and not being the one that goes, no, 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 don't give me that, I'll do everything, you know. We can easily fall back into old ways and put things out of balance again, but perhaps the universe holds back what would be balanced for us until we've truly got it, until we've truly mastered ourselves in a way where, like, we won't mess it up this time. We won't fall back in those old ways. Those old ways that we so justified before as being the best. Not the best, but, well, things like overgiving, going, no, I'm just a generous person and I don't want to not be like that. And it's like, yeah, but that's not working for you, is it? You know, we can justify these things, and like being empathic as well can be a justification. It's like, well, you know, instead of mastering ourselves and realizing our empathy doesn't often help us in romantic relationships. You know, that whole kind of feeling a connection with someone and letting that override the reality of whether someone's investing or not, and all of that kind of thing, you know. So I'm getting from this Justice card that we might be at the stage now where we've got enough wisdom about ourselves and we know ourselves well enough that we're no longer going to bullshit ourselves, that this empathy and this being generous, or, you know, even being unconditionally loving is a good thing when it comes to trying to get into healthy relationships, balanced relationships. And that could be when the universe goes, she's got it. Now she can have it. You know. Hello, King Mike. One. If anyone wants a mini read, book yourself in. There is a link there in the live chat. So let's get some more cards out. Shall we split it up into Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine? Yeah, let's do that. See what's going on for both now. See what's in the energies. Yesterday morning, because I didn't go out for very long at all on Saturday night, but it was still nice to do that. There was a dive school that was turning 12 years old, and so I went to their party at sunset, and then went to see a friend after that, and we had a couple of drinks together, and went home early because we had a beach party the next day, yesterday. And then woke up in the morning and it was pouring with rain. It's like, oh no, beach party. Not so good in pouring rain, but the rain did stop. It stayed cloudy all day, which was perfect for beach party, really, because you don't want to get burnt to a crisp, you know. Too hot, sweaty, no. It was just nice. It was just nice. Perfect. But I took all my snorkeling stuff. But it was choppy and it was cloudy. It wasn't the weather for snorkeling, so we just sat around chatting, drinking beer on the beach, which was very nice. Divine Masculine, what's going on? Chipping away. The 5 of Earth is about how water is actually stronger than rock, because it just keeps chipping away. It's perseverance. It's the willpower to keep on going. It's that essence that we have in us that is like a self-motivation, self-discipline that has us keeping on going for what it is that we want and persisting in that. Not quitting, not giving up, not saying this is too hard, I'm not going to do it anymore, you know? So many people, especially like on my channel, because, you know, we've been getting all this guidance for so long, right? For so long. And it has really been taking us on this path of, like the Justice card, like I said, having that wisdom of knowing ourselves and being able to put that into practice. And even though like maybe 2 years ago we might have felt ready for this healthy relationship, we look back and we're like, no, because I've learned so much in the last 2 years about myself, and I do things very differently now. So yeah, we haven't given up, have we? Even though we haven't had those rewards and it's been a long time. People commenting on my channel all the time about that. One person in particular, I can't remember who that was, but said, I think on yesterday's energy update, or one this weekend anyway, beginning to lose hope. Well, this is not that. This is not the I'm beginning to lose hope. This is that, no, I'm going to persevere no matter what. And we get that from self-love, don't we? Like, I love myself enough to not give up on myself, to not give up on this pursuit of what it is that I want. I'm going to keep on learning, keep on going for it. So there's a persistence there in the Divine Masculine that is going to get him there. It's going to get him there. What else for the Divine Masculine? A lot. Shifting timelines. This is the fated path that you've got. It changes with every different decision that we make. And so the Divine Masculine is changing the timelines at the moment, making decisions that are changing their path ahead. It's not that card, but it's these two. Stick that in there. The 3 of Air and Ostara. Let's read these two out because I can't remember them. The 3 of Air in this deck is Scrying. I don't know whether my website's working at the moment. It wasn't this morning when I was trying to... No, it's not working. Can't even book in for the one question readings because my website is offline. I have no idea why. It looks okay from my end, but you know, I have a third party company hosting it, so their problem. I'm sure they'll be sorting stuff out and it'll be back online soon. So if anyone wants a mini read, you can do the whole like donate in here instead for it, because you won't be able to book from my website unless you can, unless it's just like Thailand that can't have access to it. Try it out, click on it, tell me if if it actually goes to my website, because for me it just says failed to open page, can't find the server. I hope they bring it back online soon. That's no good. Anyway, Three of Air, scrying. The Three of Air represents finding the truth by looking at something with different eyes or from another point of view. Just as reflective scrying surface is different than a mirror, shows hidden yet significant information, so we find unperceived yet important truths when looking at something through a different lens. So they're seeing things differently now, making different decisions than they had before. And then Ostara, made the mistake of thinking that this book was in order then. It isn't. Ostara. There she is. It's a balanced grace, flowing easily within the world, being at ease in your life, feeling like more at peace with themselves, being in the right place at the right time. Temperance, there's a patience in this as well, of letting it flow, It's nice peaceful energies for the Divine Masculine at the moment, Nurse. There's a depth and a wisdom behind it. So, Divine Masculine is with the flow, not particularly rushing anything. And they're not losing hope, which is a good thing. What about Divine Feminine? What's going on with Divine Feminine? Seven of Air, the I Ching. The I Ching being the answer is in the question is in the answer. So, seeking energy from the Divine Feminine and asking questions. Two of Water. Divine Feminine is getting a lot of cards like this, like readiness, like let's go, let's do it. Two of Water being that divine connection, that let's come together, the love offer kind of thing, ready for that. The Seven of Air, like it's the card of balance, but it's the card of like seeking and then getting those answers from the universe. So whatever the Divine Feminine is seeking at the moment, and it appears it's like the actual union, the coming together with the one. Yeah, there's a readiness. The Crone of Fire, she's the one that snuffs out the flame. So she's the one that, she's strong, like in the face of passions and stuff like that. Let's read it out. She blows out the flame. There's a time and a season for everything. She's here to usher in the ending, the dying of the fire. Something about passions. This could be someone from your past that you've been passionate about, or that is passionate about you, coming towards you, and you just saying no to that. There's a Queen of Swords kind of an energy from that, of perhaps shutting someone down that's passionate for you. It could just be passion. It could just be like physical, someone that you're physically attracted to. No, someone that's physically attracted to you, but there's probably a reciprocation there, and shutting that down because it's not what you want. Not that physical attraction is not what you want, but just not just that, you know. So there's a clearness in that. She's like looking directly at the Two of Water here. Now I want that divine union. I don't want just the fling or whatever that is being offered to me here. I want the divine union. What else? Divine Feminine. Let's get one more. Two more. The Maiden of Earth. She plays in the meadow, and she's very playful. Let's read her out. She takes a place among the new blossoms of the field. She brings a sense of lightness and gratitude, joyful appreciation and celebration of everyday blessings. Happy, happy. And the wheel of the year, the wheel of fortune. It's about cycles, and it's about like divine timing and things coming around when it's right, and it's right timing for you. Often we are at odds with the universe on that. It's like, isn't it right timing now for me, universe? We get impatient. But we can't see the bigger picture of our development. We can see it in hindsight. We can always look back and go, I can see why I wasn't ready for that thing back then. But in the moment, we think we're ready. Perhaps we're getting more ready. Tower of Miserable Ladies. The So Below deck. Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. What have we got here? We've got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is holding back. The Nine of Swords, because they're anxious. So they're holding back their energy because they've got anxiety. The Hermit, keeping to themselves. Being a loner, that kind of thing. And the Knave of Wands. The Knave of Wands is like, I think, the energy of thinking about coming forward with a passionate kind of an offer. But they're not doing that. All of these cards are saying like, that's what I want to do and I'm thinking about it, but I'm not doing it yet. Which is interesting because there's all this forward movement here. So is this Divine Feminine with the forward movement then? Divine Masculine is thinking about a passionate offer there, but not doing it. Too anxious. Scared. So perhaps this is what they need to do, is put down those burdens and stop making a big hairy deal of it as much. Divine Feminine, what's up? Strength. She's strong right now. It could be that Divine Feminine needs to be the one to make the move here. Two of Swords. But she's unsure. That decision. She's feeling strong. Unsure of a decision. Wheel of Fortune again. Fate. Cycles. Divine timing. Ace of Swords can be a reveal. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands about feeling a bit of like, I need to protect ourselves, and the reveal. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting very strongly the reveal. So, a feeling a need. Okay, this is saying Divine Feminine is feeling strong, but is undecided of whether to make a move toward the Divine Masculine here. Seven of Wands is that need. Do I protect myself, or do I reveal my feelings, or reveal myself, make a move, say something? The Wheel of Fortune suggests she's like leaving it up to divine timing kind of thing. It could be that the Divine Feminine needs to, and we've had this message before, Divine Feminine being the one that's more in tune, being ready for when that divine moment comes along to speak out and to say something to them, to make that move toward the Divine Masculine, because they're in that anxiety, keeping to themselves. That's that energy of, when you like someone and you're like, you're not pretending, you're practicing in your mind what to say to them, and you're all confident in your mind and in your dreams, and then you're faced with that person and you just kind of slink back. That's that. This Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Hermit is that. It's the, I'll just back off kind of thing. It's letting the anxiety overrule the energies and not making that move forward. Whereas the Divine Feminine is in a really strong position here, so she's probably just a little bit ahead in that emotional healing and readiness of it. Something could be about to happen. But it feels to me like it might be the Divine Feminine that has to move forward. Let's get more cards out, find out. Okay, Divine Masculine. What have we got with the Divine Masculine? The Creator, getting creative. Work. Creativity. Writing, painting, making music, making videos, whatever it is. Getting into the creativity, the one, so very much focused on the one that's right for them. Divine Feminine. That there's an energy there of no longer being distracted by other people. The venom. It's not good energy, the venom. That is a bit of anger, perhaps, coming up. I don't know. From situations in the past, it could be a bit of anger going on there. That's why they're holding back energy. They're some kind of a way about something here, the Venom card. Angry about something. Now, that could be born of frustration as well, because that's pretty frustrating energy to be in, isn't it? When we want to make a move, we're practicing making a move and then we don't, because we let our anxiety get the better of us. That can be really frustrating energy, and pair that with tiredness, because if they're focused on the creativity and stuff, they might be tired too, might be putting a lot of time into the work. Could be. So Divine Masculine could be feeling a bit unsettled at the moment, frustrated, easy to anger. The Animal, but very much focused on the one. Even looking at the one there, can you see? You can't see. The way that I lay the cards out, like this. The eye of the Animal, like look into that card there. So if the Divine Masculine had options before, not really considering those options anymore, they might be like realizing, this Divine Feminine is the one for me. And let's not forget, like the Divine Feminine will be the more challenging option. So she's not exactly unscary. Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, one more. The Shaman. But there's change going on there. There's change, there's healing, changing the mind, going through stuff at the moment with this Shaman card. Like a rite of passage kind of a card. So it's like the tricky bit that they've got to go through. So perhaps it's not the time for the Divine Feminine to step forward. The tricky bit that we all need to go through before we will actually step forward and claim something for ourselves. Divine Feminine. Got the flame. The twin flame kind of a thing. So yeah, very much focused on the wanting the one now. Divine Feminine. The Bridge. Bridging a gap. Could be like extending energy out to the Divine Masculine in some kind of a way. Holding the hand out kind of thing. That bridging energy, making it easier for them. You might be noticing all this energy in the Divine Masculine, and it's like, let me make it easier for him to make a move toward me. It could be that. And the Crone, wisdom, wise about it. Also, with that crow there is the getting signs, getting messages from the universe about this as well. Yeah, very much putting a hand out to the Divine Masculine, helping them along. So perhaps not making them move, but extending, just making it easier for them. This is a stone. So, but not too much easier. So the stone, that's an unyielding kind of an energy. That's the, but I've learned not to do this thing, and I'm not going to do that thing. Almost to a fault, being stubborn to a fault. Like, you know, I've been an overgiver in the past, so I'm not going to be the first one to give things. I've been an over-investor in the past, so I'm going to hold back and let them invest first. It's something like that. It's a rigidity about the stone card there, and unmovingness. So even though you might be wanting to make it easier for the Divine Masculine, there's also like, that's against my religion kind of thing, my new religion, of what I have decided, of what I've learned about myself, what was detrimental to me before in the past. I will not do that thing again. So there's, a rigidity there, which might be a good thing, it might not be. There's always a balance to be had, I think. Again, Queen of Swords kind of an energy there. One more for Divine Feminine, please. There we go. The tear, the sadness. There is emotional stuff coming up for Divine Feminine at the moment. Oh yeah, I was thinking, like, I was really emotional when on Friday. So when I was going, I always take my iPad with me when I go to the other island, and I read it on the ferry. I read it in my hotel room too, but I was so tired, because it's been Irish season here, and the Irish, the party is like ridiculous. I think I told you guys on Wednesday, I'd gone for a walk on the beach before this show, and like it was just still full of drunk people, still partying like 5:30 in the morning, and like there's all these people, drunk people having conversations with me, where it's usually like dead, you know. There's like one or two people, really, really early morning people like me, walking on the beach and stuff. Anyway, that night, Wednesday night, before I had to get up to go get the ferry and everything on the Thursday morning, the Irish that were staying here, they'd all come back, and they were partying by the pool until 6 a.m, until the pool staff turned up. So I didn't have a very good night's sleep at all, because the pool's right there. My bungalow is the height of the pool thing, so yeah. Disturbed sleep, didn't sleep very well, so I was super, super tired. Was reading this book that I'd already started, and did I read it a bit more? I don't think I did in the hotel room. I was just so tired. I'd been shopping, and then I went to bed super early. But then I finished the book on the way back on the ferry. It had me in tears. It was so emotional. You know, when you're like, one of those really hard-hitting books, really emotional. And I was there weeping on the ferry. And I didn't recover from it either. It had me so emotional. Obviously, it hit a nerve in me. It did, you know. It brought up stuff for me, like pain in me. And yeah, once I'd got home, I was still really emotional. And even a little bit the next morning, I was in that emotional energy. It really hit me. I was saying that, yeah, stuff coming out. So you might, Divine Feminines, you might be having that kind of thing too. The stone and the tear, these two feel connected to me, like rigidity come about through having to protect yourself from things. And those tears could be coming out now, softening it up. Like clay, you know when you get a clay mask? If you've had like a clay mask and then you leave it, you don't do it for ages, because they're not very nice. So they're putting clay masks on, it makes your face really tight and really drying. So I hardly ever use mine, but when you get it out again and it's all like cracked, it's all like the desert kind of thing, there's no way you can use it. It's like a rock. You've got to put some drops of water in it first and let it soak up a little bit and mix it a little bit, and then you can use it. Feels like that. Feels like any hardness that's still there, Divine Feminines, might be coming out in tears now. And it could be books, it could be movies, it could be something that someone says to you. But yeah, the universe has good ways of bringing those emotions out of ourselves that have been locked up inside of us. So my tears on the ferry were obviously, and that emotional energy that I was in was obviously been in me all along, right? It wasn't about the book, it was about stuff that I've been through. Tears that hadn't come out previously. They could be coming out now to soften this rigidity, fill in those cracks that we've got, dry cracks. So it feels like Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine are on the way. That eternal dance, you know, because we're all on the emotional roller coasters all the time. And what we're trying to do, or like Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, we want to just like, I don't know, at some point perhaps get balanced enough that we collide. So good luck with that. Just keep on following your path, keep on doing your thing, keep on responding to the guidance that you're getting and doing that inner work and all of that. And yeah, not judging yourself about not being ready and stuff like that. We don't judge ourselves for that. We just keep on getting ready. That's what I've got. So there we go. Thanks everyone for coming along. And I will be doing a pick a card read today, putting that out later. Check that out. That's going to be the Love Tarot, a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread. So if you haven't already, click like on this video and click on that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Oh, cool. Thank you, Just Me and the Moon. That's nice to hear. So have a good one, everybody. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. Hopefully the website will be back up and running so you can book in for the mini reads for that next show. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 days, or in my videos. I'll see you live in 2 days. I'll see you in my videos all the time. Bye.